thing real quick.
Okay.
While we're waiting for Sonya. Hello, Sonya.
Okay, should I just tell chat what I know about this episode?
Yeah, you might as well.
So, I know who wins because of Twitter.
Yeah.
It's not CoBuddy's fault, but it is technically because of CoBuddy that I know who wins, and it's because Twitter, specifically the mobile Twitter, likes to show me the replies of people.
Yeah.
So I was just scrolling on my phone, and I see, well, I won't say who wins just in case there's other people in chat who's waiting to see who wins. But yeah, I said, oh yeah, this person won, and they hated it because of this reasons, and I'm just like, beans.
Yeah, I replied to someone who quote tweeted someone bitching.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it was kind of always going to, I think. Like, no matter who won, it was always kind of gonna be contentious, I think.
Yeah.
And
So,
I'll kind of get more into that after the fact, but...
Yeah, it's not gonna really bother me too much, because it's more about seeing the actual battle and stuff, but, I'm not gonna turn to the camera and be like, oh wow, I didn't see this coming, haha. Oh, Pug.
Poggers.
Pog ass.
Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are so strong that they change the very worlds they exist in.
I should say, right beforehand. If you're anime only for Chainsaw Man, and you want to keep it that way,
yeah.
might want to bow out of this one.
Yeah, I imagine it has a little bit of spoilers of what happens.
You literally cannot talk about what Makima's whole deal without going into the manga.
Yeah. Thankfully, I know all the stuff because I got curious.
Yeah, with Satoru Gojo, they can dance around a little bit what happens, even though you've probably seen plenty of memes at this point. But they can dance around that a little bit. They really can't with Makima.
Makima does stuff.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Japan.
Yeah, also if you're anime only for Chainsaw Man, go read the manga rules. That's a good point.
The world changed.
And in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, invisible, cursed spirits born from negativity threaten humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu sorcerers to do battle with them.
And what better way to learn the trade than to sign up for Tokyo Jujutsu
I really need to finish watching the anime for both.
Their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
I read the manga
it's like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
I actually really
with it, sorcerers can boost their physicality and perform devastating
It's a really good
techniques.
Series. It just came out between a whole bunch of
other
really good series.
Satoru Gojo's the best sensei a sorcerer could ask for.
Gojo isn't
Among
just
Us.
the best, he's known as the strongest.
I don't
His
get
very
it, but
birth
Among Us,
forced
I
the
have to
strength
say
of
it.
curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a kid, Gojo knew he was the shit. He mastered the art of the riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And if anyone
he
could
pronounced
do
it wrong,
Gojo
didn't he?
could. Thanks to
Geto,
his
I'm
bloodline,
pretty
he
sure,
got one of the most busted
Geto.
anime powers ever, Limitless.
Yeah,
Limitless
I've seen
grants
the
Gojo a
first
nigh-perfect
episode where
defense
he
by actualizing
destroys
the very
that eye
concept
monster.
of infinity.
I don't remember if I've seen much else after that.
Stopping anything coming
And
his way.
being gross in
The
his
dude is
pretty
literally
eyes, and that's all I
untouchable.
remember.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity. As the difference between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like Zeno's paradox.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive, just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity.
Nice.
Yeah, it might sound complicated, but it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds. That's where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level. So he'll basically never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different, he was born different.
6 eyes and Limitless gave Gojo the power to manipulate
But that's
space
only 2
itself.
eyes.
Gojo's collapse blue technique
Thank you,
attracts
Sonya.
and condenses space into
Tell
singularities.
Twinkie
With
that.
reversal red, Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math! Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative, like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative cursed energy becomes positive, creating red.
Go wait and see if they bring it
Strawberry
up,
and
but-
blueberry.
So, what happens when you combine a positive and a
Strawberry,
negative?
blueberry.
Grape?
0! By
Great.
combining reversal red and lapse blue, Gojo creates hollow purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of 0 to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife. Levitation, teleportation, even expanding Limitless to
Okay, so they didn't bring it up. I mean, they kind of touched upon it. Gege, I don't know how to pronounce the mangaka's name.
Yeah.
Got actual real life physicist to fucking explain Gojo's powers.
No.
It was so funny.
No, is that why I saw those 2 pages of actual writing. I just thought they did it themselves. But getting an actual physicist is like an extra level, and I love it.
Because Gojo's power is so fucking over the top and wild. Also, no MC Soul. It's mostly just Gojo's power that's about, like, antimatter and math reactions and all that shit.
fry his enemies. Gojo can also use
All I
positive
remember
energy
is
to
main
heal
boy
humongous
eats a
wounds,
lot of
and he's
fingers.
constantly refreshing his
does
brain
that.
with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still, there's one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else in a sorcerer's repertoire.
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add cursed energy to it, and these domains can be manifested physically, a technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one.
Oh yeah, I
And you know
remember the
damn well
businessman
Gojo
one
has
as
the
well,
scariest,
'cause I thought that was
unlimited
very
void.
funny.
You get caught in this, your ass is grass.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere 1/5 of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for months.
Oh, it's the
Too bad it
Joker.
requires so much energy, you can only do it like once a day. Oh wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, Six Eyes.
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the Jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character, he defined the hierarchy of power.
I feel like that was a specific call out to you, Kobuddy, and any of our fighting game buddies.
Going fucking Meta Knight and Leroy is really good.
Or in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence can cause earthquakes. He outran sonic explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this little volcano-headed curse, Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors, and Gojo kicked his ass with 0 effort.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example. If it means a world where his companions can stand shoulder to shoulder as equals, who cares if he's gotta show off a bit?
This episode of Death
That's
Battle is
fresh.
sponsored by HelloFresh.
On time.
HelloFresh is America's, so
If you
Spawn,
you can
con,
make
spawn,
Bill
con,
Candle,
spawn,
Bill
con,
Frank,
spawn, con, spawn, con.
There we
Okay.
go.
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The birds
This
are
episode,
singing.
this part was
And a
fucked up.
giant
I remember this.
AK-47 carpet bombs the neighborhood. The sky rains blood. Millions
look how
are
fucked up
dead.
that is.
Dear God visits the end times. Run away!
Calm down. There's no reason to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger. Never mind. Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked at? Or the last time you cut yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and they hate you
Oh
specifically.
god, it
The
would suck
fearsome
to have
gun
anxiety
devil
in this
stood as
world.
the
Yeah.
epitome of terror and destruction,
Little bit.
and was responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that plagued humanity. The Devil Hunters.
Live in Japan and got yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the 4th Division of the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
A government-funded devil hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a blank stare and a sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Upon meeting him, she gave him a choice: live under her as a human dog or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So in short
Yeah.
order, Makima got a new pet.
Yeah.
Makima may seem terrifying at first, but she is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect her to know how to defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become real threats when they make contracts with devils. A classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself. The devil gives you power.
She can call death upon anyone she chooses through a complicated ritual and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the devil hunter world, you need your screws loose to live.
But she might have more than a few screws loose because, in actuality, Makima is a devil herself.
Gasp! There's no way this
Wow.
clearly evil character could be a villain in disguise.
The Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima ever since she was born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the
Dislikes
Bat
Oh,
Witch.
the
Face.
buffet.
She's the control
Oh.
devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a way, she's even more terrifying than the gun devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her, which is basically everyone. People, animals,
Hey,
even
puppy,
other
no,
devils become
don't
puppets
eat the
under her
handle of
command.
that.
Oh, no.
She can even hijack their senses to listen and see whatever she wants.
As a
You can
Pausing.
eat the other side, but not that side. Okay, yeah, I can play with this and still watch.
Is Iris having a
She
good
just-
time?
Yeah, there's a tug toy that, there's the handle side, which, they shouldn't eat, and then the regular side that they can just try and tug on while I spin it around in circles. Okay, you can
devil,
continue.
Makimas are stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers as she wants to. So, Makima, if you're into countlessly divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood, she
Also,
can heal her
they
injuries,
fucking-
and her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over
Glad they showed
300
the
miles
vomit
away.
kiss.
Not only can she control your mind, but your body too with telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs or blow you away with finger guns. She doesn't shoot you with
Dang.
invisible bullets. She points at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere. She controls all sorts of things with these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty of devils in her collection. There's the massive Fox Devil, the Future Devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will make you see God before you die.
After about
Nice.
the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old.
It's true, we did.
Anyway, like other devils, Makima
You
can
actually
form contracts
speak
with people to
boom
give them
speak!
power.
But
How
unlike
could
other
you do
devils, her
that?
control powers allow her to force people into contracts that
I felt like that was gonna
exclusively
be a good
benefit her.
Like when she
JRPG
forced
joke.
Japan's prime minister into a contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
Oh.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
Oh man, imagine like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain, no more war, no more
I feel like I should pause again just in case.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I tried to throw the tug toy onto the lounge, but I have
She
weak
needed
baby
the
arms.
Chainsaw Devil to do so, who just
So I
so
threw
happened
it
to
onto
be
the
living
ground.
as Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the Chainsaw Devil. Oh, talk about shitty luck, kid.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence. Because of the Chainsaw Devil, in this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
Hell
However,
yeah!
as Makima
Hell
didn't
yeah.
see Denji or the Chainsaw
Eat
Devil
Nazis,
as beneath
eat
her,
Nazis.
she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him. So she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw Man into a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her precious Chainsaw Devil and make him press backspace on anything
I
she
only
didn't
knew like the
like.
tiny
Her
bit of
telekinetic
detail, so I just
fangs
like,
shot the
"Ooh."
Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil Fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable.
Thank you,
the
Iris.
ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces,
Yeah.
cooking her into a 7-course feast, and fucking ate her?
Believe it or not, the
Yep.
love Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through,
Yep.
Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man for you. Who
Yeah.
knows, Wiz?
Yep.
Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved with good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima
Oh.
came so close to her ideal future.
Alright, let me do the...
This episode of Death Battle is
Diction real
sponsored by
quick.
BetterHelp. Have you ever felt that your own brain is getting in your way? And I'm not just talking about maniacal super geniuses like myself. This can
Where did
apply to
Puppy go?
anyone.
That feeling where
Oh,
you know
puppy
what you
there.
should be doing, but you just can't do it and you don't know why.
Therapy can help you find out what's holding you back, whether it be anxiety, self-doubt, or anything.
Talking to someone
If you
about
know,
your feelings can definitely
you
be
probably
tough,
shouldn't
but
vote,
it's
but I ain't your
definitely
dad.
worth it.
Yeah,
What's
I
great
ain't
about
your
it,
dad
too, it's
either.
entirely online. That's right, no long commutes to a therapist's
No, your
office.
mom.
You can have a session right from the comfort
I am
of
your
own
red panda
home.
though.
It's definitely not just for people dealing with major trauma. Therapy can benefit you at any point in your life. So if you're thinking about starting therapy, consider giving BetterHelp a try. Visit betterhelp.com/deathbattle today to get 10%
I find the
off your first month.
saxophone very
Make your
funny.
brain your
I don't know
friend.
why.
BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/deathbattle.
There's something funny about how this battle is sponsored by HelloFresh.
All right, the combatants are set. We've
You're
realized
right.
all
Gritty.
possibilities.
But first, a couple of rules
You
for
know-
a unique fight like this one.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be
I'm just
comparable beings
thinking-
to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might
If
make this
the
fight
buffet
incompatible.
is
We will
for
also consider Gojo and Makima
Makima, what
citizens
does
of the
Among
same
Us
Japan
is
to
then?
balance it out.
Oh no! Now I need to finish. I need to figure out what happens with Jujutsu Kaisen. No,
I'll show you a meme unless you don't want to be spoiled.
meme.
Okay, I'll get you that later.
Okay.
Just remind me.
Time for a
Okay.
death battle!
Oh, yeah, we kind of talked over it, but this is the first time they've ever put like one of those
Yeah.
rule stipulations in front of a battle like this, where they're kind of
Yeah.
equalizing the verse, where they're treating curses and devils as kind of the same thing, and
Yeah.
Gojo
so,
as as being part of Makima's Japan.
hmm Yeah, so basically, because I accidentally over interrupted, is like basically curses and devils same in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Gojo also totally has the possibility of killing himself by killing Makima.
Nice.
Oh!
Yum, 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 yum.
I love how they made Makima eat popcorn one at a time.
Then this dickhead comes in and eats multiple.
Love this part. Well, could have been some flicks right about now. But gotta kill you instead. Can't just let a curse do as they please.
No talking during the movie.
Zombie.
Huh? Curse technique lapse. Womp womp.
Womp womp. No! No! That poor guy!
Well, I could have died, but that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
Confident, strong, and idiotic. We'll be sure to
So her
write it on
type
your
of man.
tombstone. Calm. I hope we don't kill you too quickly.
I should be good, since you're so weak.
Bang.
Oh no, pew.
Bang! 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 Now, be a good boy and play dead.
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets.
The animation's like really well done.
Moro!
Main expansion. Unlimited
Yeah.
Freud.
Like both the 2D and pixel art is just really good.
Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
No, that's a lot of people who died.
Gojo killed 1,000 people trying to kill Makima.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So I do have a few criticisms regarding this episode.
Yeah, go for it.
Two really big ones and one kind of minor one.
Hmm.
The first one is the right at the end, Makima felt pretty out of character.
With the laughing?
The like kind of creepy giggle she did during the bang sequence was fine.
Yeah.
When she had Gojo chained, that laugh she did was pretty out of character. Also, she's not the type to really scream in death.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
So yeah, it is a little bit iffy there.
Yeah.
The second is it just felt really short.
Yeah, I kind of thought that she was gonna come back. That's why I didn't really have much of a reaction for most of it. She like blew up, and I was like, "Is she gone?"
Yeah, it just And like it matches the length of most battles, of about like 3 minutes. But a minute of that was set up.
Yeah,
Of
I
them
think
in the
that's
movie theater.
I think that's why it feels like that's it, because
Yeah.
like I said, it's incredibly well animated. The pixel and 2D animation parts is like really well done. You okay, puppy? You throwing up over there? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Yeah, you. I'm looking at you, Stinky. Yeah, Makima didn't really say much, and maybe that's just like her character thing. But I felt like there wasn't as much interaction between the two of them.
Yeah.
I'm sleep deprived, so maybe I am just like really fucking just too tired for this episode. But I did feel a little bit lost in that thing as well. But that's probably because like they had a lot of cool effects. Why was all the swords like? I mean, the spears. Was it like specifically? Oh yeah, that's because
Spear
she
fiend.
has.
Yeah, spear
Okay,
hybrid.
spear fiend. Yeah, okay. Because like she has all these abilities, which is really really cool. And I'd probably be pogging if I actually watched Chainsaw Man.
I mean, that is another thing that that people have kind of been complaining about, and this is more just a fault of the format than anything.
Yeah.
Makima has a lot you can do.
Yeah.
And in a 3-minute animation, when you also have to give time to her opponent, you aren't gonna get all that.
Yeah. So I feel like this is something that would really whatchamacallit, really benefit if you watched both of them like all the way through. Yeah, like I imagine that's a lot with a lot of death battles, but like even stuff that I didn't really know, like a lot of street level stuff, just felt like I could easily follow. But this one, again, maybe because I've only gotten like 10 hours sleep in the last 5 days, I felt a little bit lost in, but I still liked it.
Yeah, like I still think it's good.
Yeah.
Like again, I don't think any episode this season has been bad. The worst is still probably Phoenix versus Raven, and even then,
Yeah.
I don't think that was bad. I just didn't have much of a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the general tempo of the felt right, but it needed more.
That's a good way to put it, Blackjack.
So yeah, I should, because Sonya brought it up. I'll say it. The person I tweeted at, because Makima being out of character has been a common criticism for this episode.
Yeah.
The person that Sonya saw being quote tweeted was someone complaining that Gojo had been mischaracterized.
Which,
Calling them a cocky and cheesy white boy.
Well, he's Japanese for one thing.
I was gonna say, ignoring the white boy part, yeah, that's fucking Gojo, man. He is cocky and cheesy.
Isn't his entire training arc for main character is making him watch emotional TV shows and movies? Like that's literally the training arc. That's cheesy. And that's great.
Like the tweet I replied to that was quote tweeting that said, Gojo fucking steps on ants in front of his superior without killing the ants just to show off.
What a fucking nerd.
He's extremely cocky and cheesy. Yeah, Gojo was really well handled, and like Gianni, because this was Gianni Metrograno, who you might know as Gabriel from Ultra Kill. Many of the Duke Nukem or Columbo meme videos online. Also, shout out to this only being Gianni's second win as a character when he's voiced like 6.
Rest in peace, man.
Gianni has been getting owned a lot when he's voicing a character.
So do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Yeah, I'll order online.
Gojo and Makima were complicated to compare. On the surface level, Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least it was.
First of all, it's unlikely Makima would see Gojo as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's birth caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo
Thank you,
automatically
Iris.
refreshes your brain with
Thank
positive
you.
cursed energy
Thank you.
24/7. Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's Storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However, considering she reacted
It's
to
so
the
fucked
Gundam
up that there's a
fragment,
character
Makima
named
would actually
Jogo
be a bit
and
faster,
Gojo in
though
Jujutsu
she
Kaisen.
would need to be able to get
I
past
was just
Limitless
thinking
for
that.
her speed to matter.
Makima had more devils than you can shake a fin at, but most were rendered moot against Limitless. Knives, fire, bombs, zombies, it's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. Six Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead, even if it took a while.
And Makima did have a way past Limitless with her finger guns. Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no
Yeah, pause real
projectile
quick.
for Limitless.
I should say, real quick. Though they do bring it up, the population of Japan when Chainsaw Man takes place was 2.1 million.
Okay.
So, while it is a technical win con, Gojo would have to go through 2.1 million people.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was probably like you have to be incredibly unlucky to end up being on the death of Makima.
Yeah.
to detect and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
On the flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could
Okay.
transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still could not escape an infinite amount of information.
We can compare this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar to Unlimited Void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer
Halloween.
infinite information across finite people.
It is
Even
Halloween.
with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it. Regardless, Gojo is immune to his own unlimited void, so he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But hollow purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally, there's no way she
Okay,
was
that makes
regenerating
sense.
from that.
Sure, control as
Yeah,
a concept
like I
will
figured
always
that
exist,
they
but a
explained
reincarnation
what
of the
was
control
happening
devil
here.
isn't
That's why I
Makima.
didn't ask in the
This was one of the
pause.
craziest fights we've ever had. However, with Gojo's raw power, broken counters, and unbelievably busted Limitless, Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
The winner is Satoru Gojo.
But yeah, no, they went really in depth with the result of this fight.
Yeah, I think that was the other reason why I was like, it's already done, because I saw the time left on the video. I was like, what?
The verdict was actually longer than the fight itself, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay, who's next?
The next time is wild. I don't know if anyone else has seen it in chat. Very funny.
Thanks for watching, and hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've got a ballot going on right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season. So click that join button and jump into our Champions Discord.
Oh no. Scooby-Doo? Oh no! 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 Don't make them fight, they're both cowards! No!
funny idea.
Oh no.
um, so fun, bit of a fun fact about this. Back when I had to wait about 7-8 hours for Sonya to wake up so we could do Friezatron. I was racking my brain based on context clues my friends had given me to try and figure out what the next time was gonna be. And I had
This was
obviously
one of them, right?
this was in fact one of them.
Yeah.
So I guess both the next times on accident.
Cool, buddy. Are you actually just part of the writing team? You just know what's gonna happen, and you're just really excited to see the animation.
It's just very funny. But yeah, it's gonna be very funny. The next one.
They're gonna die, both of them. It's gonna be a tie. It's like, Courage wins, but then he has a heart attack.